Hi everyone. So we are in the equation of plane again, but this time we are going to look at how to find the distance from a point to a given plane. So in this example, we will be looking at the blue point here, and we want to find the distance to this plane which is given in purple. So let's look at the idea on how to solve this problem. So the first thing we need to do is to find the vector that connects the given point that we want to one of the point on the plane. So in this example, let's say we have the S point, the blue one, and we have a point on the plane which is given by the orange color, and let's say that is Q. So we want to find the vector between that connects these two points. Then the next thing we need to do is to find a point that is directly perpendicular to the original plane. So if you remember from the previous slides, we have this plane, and from the equation of plane, we can identify the point on top of this plane. So after that, we need to basically find the unit vector in this direction. So from the coordinates which is obtained with respect to the origin, you can identify the vectors, and then you find the unit vector. So then basically you solve the problem by taking the projection of the vector SQ with the unit vector in this direction. So that will give you the distance between the point and the plane. So now let's take the example of a point in space which is given by S342 here, and we want to find the distance from the blue point here to the plane that connects the 3 points PQR. So basically the first thing that we need to do is to find the vector that connects one of this point on the plane to the point S. And then what we do next is to find the point which is directly perpendicular to the plane, and you find the unit vector, and the last step is to take the dot product between the two. So if you want to try this on your own, you can just pause the video first before we look at the answers. So now let's go and see what we do for the first step. So in the first step, I take the orange point, which is the Q, and I take that as the tail of the vector, and the head of the vector is the blue point. So the vector that connects these 2 points is 0, 7, 2, and I got my point which is directly perpendicular to the plane from the equation of plane here. And the last one, the third step is to find the unit vector, which is this. And finally, when I take the dot product between the two vectors, I will get a distance which is 42 over square root 101. So that is the distance between the blue line and the plane. So that's all. The very simple 4 steps that we need to do in order to find the distance from a point to a given plane.